Yeah, me too. I've been looking forward to this.
I know. So what have you been up to?
Nothing much. I've actually been getting ready for, we're about to leave to go to LA in a couple of days. So been kind of getting ready for that,
Fun.
shopping and some, yeah, last minute things for that.
Is there anything like any projects out there, or you just kind of just
Yeah,
vacation?
I'm actually going for a little photo shoot. So it'll be fun.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
You are pretty popular on TikTok, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You and your mom. How did you get your mom to like be in your TikToks? Or is that like, did you discover it was a thing that like every guy out there likes? So you're just like, okay, I gotta work on it, or like what?
No, so me and my mom always had a really close bond. Like we were always super close and stuff. And when I first started out on TikTok, we would kind of just make videos of us in our car. And one of the first ones I posted actually is what blew up. I think it got like 600K.
No
And I
way.
was like, wait, what? People actually want to see like my mom and I in videos? It was so random.
Right.
I never thought to like do that. I never saw anyone else doing it. So I was like, oh, like do people even want to see this? So I was
Hmm.
shocked when it actually did well. And that's kind of what took off my whole entire TikTok account, blew up. So
And it was your
it's like
first ever TikTok, or what?
it wasn't my first one on the account, but I want to say it was like the fourth or fifth, maybe. I
Wow.
know I have some deleted now, so it looks maybe like it could be sooner, but it was like one
Wow.
of the first ones I did, so it was crazy.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah,
How rare is that? Like, okay, I just posted for like the third time and I'm already
I
famous.
know. Yeah, and I wasn't getting any likes on my videos before that. I had actually had an old TikTok account, so I made a new one, which is the one I have now, and that was like the fourth newest post on it, if that makes
Mm,
sense. Because the old one, I was like, this is just not working out anymore. I
right.
feel like because that old account that I had was the one that was transferred from Musically, because I was
Okay.
doing the whole Musically thing and
Yeah.
stuff. So when it kind of transferred over to TikTok, I still had that account, but I was like, let's just start fresh. So I started new,
Yeah.
and thankfully I did that because I don't think I would be
Hell
here if I
yeah.
didn't.
I always talk to people about like like the most awesome thing that we have in like today's society is like you are able to like market yourself, and
Mhm.
you've been able to like market yourself and your mom, and like does she appreciate it? She's all in, it seems like. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's like my biggest supporter. I'm so
Yeah.
thankful. She loves doing it all. She'll travel with me and do all the fun things, come to my shoots. She's the best. I'm so happy that she loves to do it.
That's amazing. So how has it been
Yeah.
like so far? Like, so since you blew up, and are you making money on TikTok now? Yeah.
Yeah, I am. It's not necessarily through like TikTok itself. It's more through like promotions and brand deals like that
Yeah.
kind of. I don't like TikTok doesn't directly pay me anything
Yeah.
for that. So I think people think like, oh, you're getting paid from TikTok. It's like, well, no, I have a management that kind of connects me with different promotions and sound promotions and stuff. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
crazy
Yeah.
though.
So have you been able to like collab with anyone that you really like, or anything coming up or anything like that?
Yeah, I've been able to meet. I met a couple of some really cool people definitely through it and stuff that I've been able to meet and brands that I dreamed of working with and stuff. I'm like, I never thought I'd be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm so thankful it brought me opportunities like that. It can seriously offer so much. And I think people underestimate how much it can bring you. It's actually crazy.
Yeah. And by the way, I love your TikToks. So seeing you and your
Oh, thank
mom,
you
it's
so
like
much.
it's like so
Thank
not
you.
only are they funny sometimes, but they're like, that's amazing. And it's original. I think
Yeah.
that's what's cool about you. It's
Thank
original.
you. Yeah, I never saw anyone. It's because I feel like mostly it's just me and my mom. And I was like, no one else is doing that. Like, let's just be fun and, be ourselves, like, show off our bond and stuff. And people love it. They love
Yeah.
that relationship.
The funniest one I saw is like, those I don't want to do the sound because it would sound weird, but like, how like it does like a little noise and then it pauses and then your face is like goes in. You did one
Oh
that
my
says
God.
like, I won't tell anyone except for my mom. It was like,
Yes, that one. I love that. People love that one because it's so accurate. I always say it. Like, there's not anything I don't tell my mom. So
right. That one
I
had
thought
me
that
cracking
was,
up.
yeah, that was very relatable to a lot of
Yeah.
people.
I think that's how I found you actually. I'm like, this woman's
Oh,
awesome.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Well, thank
So
you.
of course. And then so what do you like, what made you want to go down the TikTok route? Because you were like the old count wasn't working, so I had to start a new one. So you wanted to
Yeah.
pursue TikTok, but like what
Yeah,
made you
for
do it?
sure. I mean, I've been obviously musically since I was in middle school.
Hmm.
I had like 30K on there. So I was like, this is cool. I like making content and having a following. Like it was cool to just interact with different people. And I was like, I wonder what this could kind of bring me in the future because I saw a bunch of people doing crazy things. I'm like, let me just stick with it, see where it goes. I'm gonna do it for fun, not take it too seriously.
Yeah.
And I did that, and now we're here, obviously, thankfully.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, I noticed I wanted to keep sticking with it when I'm like, wow, I can actually make a living off of this and do really fun things that I've always dreamt of doing and stuff, and getting jobs in other places like LA and getting to travel. It's actually crazy. I'm
And you
so
live in
thankful.
Atlanta.
Yes, I do.
I feel like moving out to LA is just around the corner for you.
Oh, for sure. That's a dream of mine. I've always wanted to live there. And every time I visit, I'm like, this is going to be my home one day.
Absolutely. How old are you?
I'm 17. So,
What?
yeah, that's usually
What?
people's
Oh,
reactions to
oh
that.
my God. I can't believe this. Like
Really?
how do I say it in a way that like wouldn't offend him? I'm like, you look like you would be older.
That's what everyone says. Honestly,
Yeah.
I forget that I'm young too. Like sometimes I'm like, I feel like I'm in my 20s. I need to stop.
Absolutely.
I
Well,
get way too ahead of myself. Yeah.
I'm so old. Like you like you would. I'm 26, but like I'm back in the Vine days. Have you ever heard of Vine?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I remember those days. They were the best.
Yes, yes. Can you imagine how like upset that guy is that he didn't like stick with it? Because like now
Oh, I
it's like,
know, right?
yeah, I would just be like devastated.
Fun.
Anyways, but like I can't believe you're 17. By the way, how
Yeah.
proud I am of you that you're 17 and
Oh,
able to
thank
be like
you.
this popular. Like this is
Thank
amazing.
you so much. Yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely overwhelming though sometimes because I do have to remember and remind myself that I am 17. And sometimes I like to think that I'm old and can just do all these things. And it's like, wait, I really can't. Like, let me come back to
Yeah.
reality. I'm still in high school. I gotta finish high school. I gotta graduate, and then we'll go from there with the future and moving to LA and all that stuff.
Oh my God, yeah, because I literally my next question was going to be like, what what's your major? But you're in high
Yeah,
school
no,
still, so it's
yeah,
like,
college, yeah.
was there anything that you wanted to do like before this, or like did you have any goals of
Well,
modeling, actor?
yeah, so before I started really focusing on social media, it was modeling. Like, ever since I was little, I was like, I'm gonna be a model. I'm gonna do modeling.
Yeah,
And freshman year of high school, I had submitted a bunch of my pictures to different agencies and stuff. And I was kind of getting a little work here and there, but nothing too crazy. And right around that time where I was kind of working modeling stuff, kind of not on and off, is when my TikTok and stuff started to take off. So that kind of lifted me with modeling
yeah,
and brought me modeling jobs. So I'm still kind of doing that stuff, which is really cool.
yeah,
But yeah, it was definitely always more of a modeling thing. I never thought social media could work out full term, kind of like it is right now.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's amazing. And yeah, I mean, obviously you're very beautiful, so congratulations.
thank
But
you. Thank
I
you.
but speaking of like beauty and things like that, so now that you're on like the public eye, I always
Mhm.
ask people this, like, what's the difference between just being, regular Olivia in high school and now Olivia, the TikTok star? Have you noticed any like the people? I mean, because I that's kind of what the thing is, right? Like you get people who love
Mhm.
you and people who are kind of hating and things like that. Have you ever
Yeah.
experienced anything like that, or?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, hate is everywhere. It's an awful thing.
Yeah.
People are always going to try to tear you down and be so negative, and I've dealt with that in school and online. Just
Really?
it's never going to go away. There's always going to be people hating on you, and I've really learned to just block it out because I see the bigger picture for myself, and I know that if I let those negative comments get to me or negative things people are saying in my town about me, it's just going to keep me from doing the things that I want to do
Yeah.
and my success. So yeah, I've definitely gone through a lot of that, and there was really hard times where I was like, I would let the comments get to me, and I was like, is it even worth it? Or I would hear like, oh, people at school are saying this and this about me. Like, I don't like, obviously it's an awful
Really?
thing to hear. Yeah, but I think just reminding myself that it'll be worth it in the end, and the outcome's gonna be great. Just to keep going with it and stuff, and definitely not giving any attention to the hate or negative comments that I'm getting either in real life or online. Definitely is the way to go. You just have to show that it doesn't bother you.
Absolutely. I mean, by the way, what a beautiful answer. But
Yeah.
just my advice to you would be, I forgot which rapper said it, but laugh to the bank. Like
Oh yeah, seriously, there's a TikTok how it's like gonna laugh all the way to the bank.
straight up.
Seriously, yeah,
I would be like, okay, bye.
yeah,
So
really
there's actually
though.
people at your school who like recognizes you and like are well, I mean, they go to school with you, but like recognizes you from the TikToks and are saying negative things too, or
Yeah, it's mostly people. Sometimes I don't know. I live in the town is kind of like it's just very traditional. I know a couple people that would do social media stuff, but there's not. I don't really have any friends here that do social media, anything. So
really?
I found that that's also hard because when I want friends that are kind of doing the same thing I want to do, it's very hard to find that. And for that reason, I don't really have many friends. And I'm completely fine with saying that because the friends I do have, I know are great and I can trust. And thankfully, my mom's like my best friend. So like, what more do I need than that?
Right. Absolutely.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
But yeah. So people in my town would hate on it. I mean, it wasn't necessarily hate, but it was like, oh, they would say this and this. Like, there's no way she's ever gonna be anything. I don't know why she's making a fool out of herself and being so cringy on social media. It's like, okay, well, you'll see in a few years when
Absolutely.
hopefully I'm doing a lot bigger things and you're still here. So
Yeah, you're popular as fuck. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
thank
just
you, thank
I
you.
would brush all of them to the side, and I think your content's amazing. Really, I
Thank
mean,
you so much.
you're putting up really
Yeah,
good
thank
stuff.
you.
And so, and what about the kind of like the social media side? So, have you been able to now kind of block that out? And I mean, but on the flip side, I'm sure you got a lot of support too, like people, you know,
Yeah.
lifting you up.
Oh, I think you're frozen. Oh no. Sorry, it just froze out. But
Oh, that's
yeah,
okay.
so with TikTok, the hate comments, it was like I wouldn't get too much hate. It was just like every now and then there'd be a snarky comment that I was like, ew, let's just delete that. So
Yeah.
there's like a filter thing you can do in your settings with your TikTok comments with keyword filters. So if I was constantly getting a hate message that I knew was like repeating itself, I would just put in that keyword so they can't even type it anymore and it doesn't show up to me, but they still get that satisfaction of typing it out and writing it to me, but I can't see it and no one that looks at my page can see that.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. Like people literally will write something just to try to like bring you down and stuff. And I don't know what they think it's doing to benefit them, but it's like, okay, it's completely blocked to me. So you can have fun with that.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I
Yeah.
think that's weird though, like to like be on your page and hate on you, but then you follow
Yeah.
them as well. Like, quit, don't follow
Yeah,
me.
exactly. I always see a mean comment. I click on their profile. It says follow back. I'm like, okay, weird. I don't get it. It's literally so weird. It's almost like they want me to react back to them because they're a fan and they think that because they're typing a hate comment that I'm gonna see it and reply to them. I'm like, that's just not the way to go. It's
Yeah,
not what I'm
yeah,
gonna do.
psychotic. It's not how
Yes,
you get
it's
your
weird. It's like
attention.
they're trying to do some sort of reverse psychology. I'm like, nah, it's not gonna work.
Speaking of getting your attention, so
Mhm.
tell me about the love life. So, high school is a challenging time, but is there anyone in your life that you're dating, or tell me about that?
No, I'm very single.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really anyone that I have my eye on right now. I mean, obviously, I've through social media met some great people, but obviously, it's hard because no one that I live nearby is someone that I would want to be with, and I hold everyone at a high standard that I
Yeah.
want in my life. So
Yeah.
for like a partner and stuff, I keep it at a very high standard, and I know what I want. And right now, I don't see that in anyone, so I'm just kind of
Yeah.
gonna wait and see um, what comes to me. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, it's okay because one day there'll be someone.
So coming from Olivia herself, what is it that you look for in a guy? Like for any
Oh my
guys,
god.
yeah.
Oh yeah. A lot of
What's the
people ask me
secret?
this when I go on like my lives and stuff. It's so funny. So I would say for me, it's obviously loyalty.
Mm,
100%. I've dealt with so many guys that are so just unloyal, and I'm the most loyal person to someone. Like once you're in my life, I'm like, I'm down for you. Like no one else is. Everything
right.
else is blocked out to me. So it's been really upsetting to me in the past when I give my all to someone and then I see them betray me. I'm like, oh, that hurt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, so it's definitely loyalty. Also, passion. Like if I find passion within someone and they're passionate about something else, I just know we're going to work well, because in other times I've tried like relationships and they didn't want to work for anything. So it's like, well, what are you going to work for in a relationship? It tells a lot about someone, if you think of it like that. So I definitely look for, does this person, are they trying to better themselves? Are they, in a sport, or do they have something they're passionate about? Like, do they do, just, there's so many different things that someone could be passionate about. And I love learning about that type of stuff. So if someone has that within them, I definitely love that.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah, and humor, of course. They have to be funny.
You know who I feel like would be a good fit for you?
Who?
You ever seen that guy who like sprays the salt on the meats? Like what he goes like this. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I do. Oh no, maybe.
I'm gonna send you the video later, but
yeah, please do. I need to see
there's no
this.
one I've seen more passionate than that guy.
Oh my gosh, really? Oh, now I gotta see him. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna see, but then you'll laugh after. But
yeah, that's so funny.
And so like during this time in your life, like when's your birthday, by the way?
It's in January, end of January, the 22nd.
I'm still blown away that you're 17.
I know, it's crazy, honestly. I feel like I've been 17 for too long. I just want to be 18. That's like a huge, like, I feel like that's just a big difference, like I'm an adult now. Wow.
I thought it was a big difference, yeah. And then you're like, oh, I still can't drink. Oh well.
I know. It's funny.
But I live in Vegas. By the way, if I'm sure you'll be big and popular. Have no time for the little people. But when you're 21, I'm definitely gonna get you drunk out in Vegas. It'll be so much fun.
My gosh, yeah. You gotta let me know when I'm 21, or I gotta let you know when I'm 21.
100%. I know all. I got the hookups.
Yeah, for sure.
But so like, fun. What's next for you as far as like project wise? Like, what do you got planned? Like, what's in the books? Still more content?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, I'm going to keep up with all the things I'm doing right now and trying to grow every channel. But my main focus right now is, well, not my main focus, but what I want to be more my main focus is actually YouTube. I feel like that can be turned into more of a job kind of long term than TikTok or Instagram. I feel like YouTube's kind of been around the longest. And that's what I grew up watching, other YouTubers. And I love that feeling of being able to relate to someone like that. I feel like you get to kind of experience a whole different side of someone other than seeing just a picture or a short little lip syncing video on TikTok.
Yeah, like vlogs and things like that.
Yeah. So I do vlogs of like, like traveling, and I'll do like, I need to like start filming makeup videos on there because I get really requested to do that, or Q&As and stuff, just to get my audience to interact with me more. I love editing and stuff, and I think it's really fun. So I definitely want to, branch more into that and start focusing more of my time on that for sure, and trying to grow that, which is one of the hardest platforms to grow on, I think. So
really? Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I do. I really do. It's very hard to find those loyal subscribers that are actually gonna want to watch your YouTube videos, that aren't just gonna be 15-second little clips. They're actually long videos. So it's hard, yeah.
Those are the people who actually care about your life, right?
Exactly. So I think I think that's why YouTube is so powerful, because the more subscribers you have, it's like actually people that want to watch you, and they're not just going to want to, I'll follow you because I saw a cool 15-second clip. Like, no, I saw like a 15-minute video and I still like you and I want to follow you, which means so much more, I feel like.
Well, what do you do for fun though? What would I be watching like on your vlogs?
So it's mostly travel vlogs, I feel like, right now, because I'm still in school, so it's a little hard to full-time do a bunch of stuff. But every time I'll go somewhere, like we just went to Charleston this past weekend and I did a couple videos there. I did like an Outer Banks. I did some I went to some of their filming locations. Outer Banks, it's my favorite show ever, so I thought that would be a fun video, so I did that, and then a little vlog on top of that of the whole weekend with my mom, which I think people like to see, and it's really fun, so I love it.
I love your mom. She's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
She has her own TikTok page too, right?
Yes, she does. I was like, Mom, you need to make one. Everyone was like, where's her account? Like, they just want to see her. It's like, okay, you need your own. And she's almost at like 300K. It's literally crazy.
It's amazing. What if she like tops you? That would be,
No, I feel like she might, honestly. I've never hit 1 million likes on a video, and she has almost 4 million on one. And I'm like, Mom, that's insane.
Wow. She is she's pretty up there. So one of the requests though I've had about you is where is the father. Like, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like I
Wow.
he's just in no videos. I just want to know.
Okay, so that's like it's a hard topic. I mean, I've never really made any TikToks with him, and my brother's kind of the same. He doesn't really like to be in many videos either.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't know that I just kind of keep that separate from me and my mom. We kind of do like the whole girls thing, and I don't know if I'm ready to throw in that dynamic yet.
Yeah. Is
I think
he
I don't know.
around or
Yes, he is. He
okay?
is. I think I made a video on this not too long ago, but there was definitely some drama going on, which I feel like I don't know if you heard about it or not, but it definitely got a lot of likes and views, and now people are constantly asking me about it, and it's pretty stressful. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready to talk about that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So
let's move on.
maybe we'll save that for another day. But yeah,
Yeah.
I keep it separate. It's
I, well,
fine.
I,
He supports it, but
I don't want to
yeah.
see you cry. We'll be good.
No, I'm not gonna cry. No. But yeah, that's a whole nother story.
But yeah, we'll save it for maybe round 2 with you one time.
Oh, for
But
sure. We'll definitely have to do round 2. Yeah, let's do that.
so yeah, I saw your brother in one video.
Mhm.
People like him. I've
Yeah,
had.
it's funny because he's so shy and he's younger than me. He's a sophomore in high school.
Mhm.
So a lot of his friends will like give him shit for it. I'm like, it's fun. Come on. Like people love you. He's like, no, they don't. That's so
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah. See, if I
But
had a
I'm like,
really popular sister, I think I'd be really happy. I'd be like,
yeah, I'm like, come on, don't you want to do TikTok? He's like, no, I'd get so much hate for that. I'm like, dude, it's literally so fun. Just do it. It's crazy. He doesn't want to know
yeah,
nothing. I try.
so I do, obviously I have a TikTok, but it's more of like
Mhm.
the TikTok that like you don't put any of your like I'm not a TikTok guy. I like in social acting with people. I like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But like it's
Yeah,
not my
you're very
thing.
good at it too. It's obviously working.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Mhm.
And I'm yeah, I wanted to ask though, like we don't have to get into your like dad or anything, but so as far as like mental health goes, how important is that for you, especially being in high
Oh,
school, being on social media
yeah.
and
It's very, very important. I've struggled my whole life with it. Actually, it's not really something I talk too much about on social media. Up till recently, I kind of have a little bit more. It's always been there, and I think it's very important for people to understand how serious it is and stuff. And there's so much that can be going through someone, and you don't know. So, I think people that need to think twice before they do make negative comments or like think twice about judging someone because you genuinely never know what someone's going through, and it can be very sad. And I think it's great to just educate yourself on that and always put yourself first, and self-care, it's very important. Because once you fall into that hole of like depression and anxiety, it's very hard to get out. Very hard to get out of for sure, and it's just a very sad thing. I've seen myself go through it multiple times for many different reasons, and it's very hard. And I wish sometimes people would understand that and shine a light more onto it, because I feel like a lot of people don't really know much about it.
yeah, I agree. And it is difficult because I myself have struggled with that as well. And one of the
Yeah.
reasons I started this podcast is to kind of give a shine a light on just regular people like yourself, and
Mhm.
and see that even people like you or other TikTok stars or other people are going through some of the same things. And
Yeah,
it should be like a more talked about subject where we can be more mindful of what we're, because you even mentioned
exactly.
like you have limits on the comments that you put on TikTok. I
Yeah.
mean, social media is sometimes very damaging, especially to young
It
girls.
can really, if you don't have thick skin, I mean, it can really get to you, like, very much. And there's so many times I could have let it really destroy me, but I choose to, protect myself and just not look at the comments, or block them out. Or I'll tell my mom to just go through the comments and make sure there's nothing bad before I look,
Yeah,
because I let her on my account sometimes to just delete the comments, and she does a obviously great job at it.
yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
so
but it
nice.
can definitely be like a really negative thing, and especially like the comparing yourself portion to
Oh
other
yeah,
people you see. It's like, why don't I look this way? Or why are their videos doing more, like, better than mine? Or why are they doing more than me? Like, I could be doing that. And it's sad when you have to like come to reality and you're like, well, that's not me. And you don't know what that person's going through. and you don't know what they did to get there and stuff. So, you
Yeah.
you can't always get everything, but sometimes you don't want everything because you don't really know what that person's going through, if that makes sense.
It's very true. That's very
Yeah.
true. I mean, that's the thing is like sometimes when I'm like, I see someone having a bad day, I say, maybe just going through something. My bad days, it's just because I haven't had coffee in the morning. So
oh, seriously, I have to start every day with my coffee. Like, I know this is gonna give me anxiety later, but I have to have my coffee.
Right. No, seriously. I have a daughter, like a little 3-year-old, and
Aww.
she almost gave me a heart attack the other day.
No,
Like,
why?
yeah. Oh, she was just like, so, I'm the podcast is true to form. I'm a single father. And I was talking to her mother about like, I'm like, how do you get her to like eat? Because like sometimes she just won't, all she wants is peanut butter and jelly. And I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh, I
you
don't blame her.
have to, yeah, but I'm like, you have to eat real food. So I made her like this amazing spaghetti. I put it down. She's like, no, I don't want it. And I'm like, eat it. And she's like, I don't want it. And she's screaming. I'm screaming. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
forget it.
Let me just leave it alone. Like, stop.
Yeah, forget it. I'm arguing with a 3-year-old. Like it's
That's so
unbelievable.
funny. Oh my gosh. They just do not listen, I swear.
No, and sometimes it's almost like she's bullying me a little bit. Like
Yeah, little kids are mean. Like, I have some little cousins,
yeah.
and I'm actually like the oldest out of my whole family.
Mhm.
And they do not listen, and they're mean.
Yeah.
Like,
I just got out of the gym once and I was about to take a shower. And so I had my shirt off and she's like, Dada, your belly is so fluffy. I was like,
oh my god.
the fuck?
That is like, the kids really out here roasting me. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Like, wow, am I that bad? Yeah.
Right. I immediately signed up for the closest gym membership.
That's
like,
so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah,
they don't hold back. They do not have a filter. It's funny.
No, I was deeply offended. So you're the oldest, you said, or the youngest?
Yeah, like I have no older cousins or anything.
Oh, okay. So how many siblings do you have?
I just have one younger brother.
Just the one younger brother. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so again, I have to ask you, like, what do you usually do for fun? Like what's the typical day look like for Olivia?
So I have an internship too right now, actually, with a little
cool.
fashion boutique. So that's been keeping me busy. I'm really happy to be doing that, because I love fashion, and if I ever like get a job in that, I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
But
you're gonna
other than
outshine
that,
Kanye West one day.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, other than that, every day for me, I try to obviously make content. It keeps me very busy. I love to just hang out with my friends or, go shopping. Who doesn't love shopping? Love that. Not anything too crazy though. Every day I try to give myself a lot of time alone. I feel like that's really important for me mentally. My social battery will run out very easily. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's just good to just be alone and listen to music and just chill, watch Netflix all day.
I hear you. There's so many times where my friends will invite me out and I'll be like, yeah, I'll be there. And I'm just in bed.
And then the day comes and you're like, the time comes.
Like, I don't
know. Maybe I'm not going to go.
I actually spoke to my friend about this the other day. I'm like, how great is it that we're such great friends that we don't take it personally that we don't want to hang out. It's just like, I don't feel like.
Oh yeah. That's like me and my best friend. It's like sometimes we know each other well enough that's like I can just tell her, hey, I'm just really tired. Like I cannot. I don't have it in me to just hang out right now. Like I just want to go to sleep.
Right. I'm like, dude, I love you, but no, I want to see you all the time.
Like it's fine. Don't take it personally.
Yeah, it's totally cool. I'm excited for you and everything you're doing. Like I feel like you have an amazing platform. Your mom is great. She's been helping you.
Thank you so much.
You have an amazing support system. I'm proud of everything you're doing. At 17,
thank you so much.
I am immensely I'm a big fan.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. That's
and I forgot which one of your videos, but my daughter really liked it too. I forgot which one it was. It was a funny video.
Oh my gosh, I need to know now.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her know that I spoke to you. She'll be really happy.
Oh, that's adorable.
But
so sweet.
Where can people on this actually real quick on this YouTube video though? What's something, so since you're trying to get people to know like more about you through YouTube and vlogs, like what's something that your fans really wouldn't know about you that maybe you could share today?
Oh, that's a great question. I think a lot of people wouldn't know that I do struggle with mental health, and I'm actually an incredibly shy person. Like, I'm the biggest overthinker. I'm super
Really?
shy. And yeah, with YouTube, I found it kind of helping me in a way with learning how to just be more well spoken and not be afraid to post my real self without, just having to lip sync, or I'm actually using my voice. Like, it's actually a YouTube
Yeah.
video and stuff. So I feel like people don't really know that about me. Like, I'm very shy. Like, when you first meet me, I'm like, I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm very
Yeah.
shy.
Yeah. I feel you. See, unless I actually know you, like when you first meet me, I just don't talk in general. I just like,
Yeah, it's like it takes me a lot to just open up to someone. Like, I'm very quiet. I don't speak unless spoken to kind of person, which I'm trying to work on. It's a
yeah,
bad habit of mine, or a bad trait, how closed off I can be. But it's like I won't truly put my energy into something that if I'm like not feeling that energy back.
yeah.
So a lot of time in like social settings, I'm just like, I'm not feeling the vibes. I'm just gonna sit here and just be quiet.
It,
If someone wants to make time to talk to me, great, we'll vibe. But if
amen.
they don't, it's not it.
Amen. I agree
Yeah.
with you 100%. I am notorious. Like if I walk into somewhere and I just feel a bad vibe, I'll just be like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, it's like it's not worth me even trying to talk to you if it's just gonna be a fake conversation. I hate that.
Yeah.
You know?
You know those
Like,
conversations where you're like
I
you're talking to someone and then you're kind of like looking away a little bit. You're like,
Oh
ah,
my gosh, you're like, when is this gonna be over? Like, can you tell, like, this is just there's no point in doing this other than you're trying to make me feel less awkward, but it's making me more awkward and it just sucks. It's like, come on.
yeah, you're actually worsening the situation.
Yeah, it's not making it any better.
So what are some of the things you do to kind of work through some of these mental health struggles that
Yeah,
you've had?
so, obviously, I just learned to just you really have to put yourself first in every situation, and I know people can get that confused with being selfish, which it's like,
Mhm.
I'm not, because I've seen myself at my lowest, and I don't wanna be there. So, what am I gonna do to get it to where I don't go to that path? And if that means saying I can't be somewhere that I agreed to, okay, well, if it's okay for my mental health, then maybe I will have to miss out on that. And
Yeah.
it's feeling like you don't have to owe someone or you don't owe anyone
An
what's the
explanation?
thing to say? You don't any Yeah, an explanation. Thank you.
Yeah.
You don't owe anyone an explanation for that because you know what you're doing is best for you, and um, you're not responsible for anyone else's opinion on you and stuff. And I think just knowing that and um, can it really help to reassure, like, it's okay to put yourself first and you're not being selfish. Just taking care of your mind, and that's super important. And if that means, maybe someone thinking, oh, she's selfish, okay, think it. It's
Yeah.
because I know it's going to make me feel okay. Or I know if I'm like really just going through a bad time, just limiting my time on social media, like I'll try to not look at things that I know will, get me in that bad feeling and stuff. Just spending more time by myself and figuring out what the problem is, and like journaling or exercising more, and like, everything like that, just making sure my mind is ultimately the happiest and healthiest that it can be, because it's really important.
That's amazing. Yeah. I mean, first of all, amen on you to realize that at
Thank you.
17. It took me a
Yeah.
while to realize everything I needed to do to better myself. It took me
Yeah.
a long while.
Yeah, it's a lot of trade-offs, honestly. Like, you want what's good. You want to like have fun, but you also want what's good for your mental health kind of thing. So sometimes it means missing out on things that you wish you could do. Like, for me, I wish I could go to like big social events, and I'm just like, my anxiety is saying no, and I don't want to go there and feel horrible, so I'm gonna stay home. I know it's good
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
So it's little things like that that just mean like, okay, you need to just take care of yourself sometimes, and then one day when I'm feeling good, I'll go and do those cool things.
Yeah.
And you just have to not feel bad for doing that.
And I feel like so I'm really spiritual as well. So I feel like maybe that's just
Yeah.
like the universe is telling you, hey, it's not right
Yeah,
for you.
I mean, maybe
You
it's
know?
not a good idea. Yeah, you're probably feeling anxious for a reason, maybe.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of subliminal things that we think of that,
Yeah.
could be worked out through therapy. But
Oh, yeah, for sure.
um but I feel like your anthem. Have you ever heard that Drake song that just came out? I've been losing friends but finding peace.
Oh
And
yes, I think I heard that on TikTok, and I was like, yeah, I
yeah,
like that.
that's definitely your anthem. I mean,
Yep,
not
it
that
is.
you're, but it's just like you
No,
said,
it's so yeah, totally though, because I feel like I've not lost a lot of friends, but definitely had the opportunity to make friends that I ended up just saying, you know what, it's I just don't see it going anywhere, and I know the real intentions, and it's just not true, and like they're fake people. I don't have time for that. So I definitely do like relate to that. Like you might lose some friends or like potential friendships, but you know, you're finding your peace, and that's what ultimately is the best. And that's what you want.
absolutely, 100%. And it's really about like, just deciding what you want to spend your time on. I mean,
Oh, for
things
sure.
are, as you get really busier, like I'm so busy. So the things that I take pride on are the things that I or the people that I respect, I love, that I know are
Uh-huh.
true to me. Like, and it's a very small circle, but I'm totally cool
Oh,
with that.
for sure. But it's like better because then you love them so much more and they know that. And that's the best
Exactly.
feeling, when the love is reciprocated. And that's why with relationships for me, it's like really hard to find that person. Because if I'm not feeling the vibes and the same energy that I'm giving because I give so much, it's like I just, I haven't not found that yet where
Oh
someone's
yeah.
willing to, put in that same energy and show me that. So yeah.
I had a relationship end once because it wasn't like I went to the movies by myself, just like a little mental health day. I just wanted to like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the
Love
movies
that.
by myself. It's one of those nice theaters that have the recliner. I'm just
Oh, I
Jay
love
chilling.
those. Those are the
Yeah.
best. I can't go to a normal theater ever again. It has to be those.
No, it really does. Like once you go to that one, there's just no other
Yeah,
way to live.
exactly. I feel you.
But so I went to the movies by myself, and the person was so up in arms by. They're like, no one goes to the movies by themselves. Like, who did you go with? I'm like, I
Oh
swear.
my gosh.
I
And
was
they're
like,
like, they think you're like out, like being unfaithful. It's like, nah. It's
yes.
it's yeah. Sad to
I'm like,
admit that I'm just by myself.
right. I just took a mental health day. Like, but I'm
Yeah,
not ashamed.
literally. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to watch a movie. I love
Yeah.
that though. It's so great.
Yeah. And I felt good about it. I'm like, I just want to like live,
Exactly.
like,
Exactly.
sometimes
Like,
by
let me
myself.
just live.
Yeah.
Feel like don't owe you an explanation. I'm just gonna do me.
Yeah,
It's great.
but it's a flaw of mine though, because I enjoy my alone time very much, so almost to the point where I feel
Uh-huh.
like if I had a wife, I would maybe want to live in opposite rooms because like
Oh my gosh, that's exactly like what I think too. And it's weird because going back to the relationship thing, it's like I almost want a long distance relationship for some reason because when I was in a relationship, we lived pretty close and it was like every day I felt like I had to be with that person and then
right.
he would get mad if I wasn't spending my time with him. I'm like, well, what if I just want to be alone? He's like, well, that means you don't like me. I'm like, it
Oh,
doesn't mean that. It's
oh,
stupid. So
oh,
it's like I almost feel like I would benefit from a long distance relationship, and it makes seeing them 10 times better because you have something to look forward to, and it builds that connection up even more, and that
right.
level of trust builds it up so much more.
Absolutely.
Love
And
it.
have some confidence. Like I'm not,
Yeah,
even if it's long distance, like you're not out here cheating. I'm just like,
yeah. Like I'm enough. Like you're not gonna go
yeah,
cheat on me. Like come
right.
on.
Exactly. And like to be honest, my philosophy is I like I I trust you until you give me a reason not to.
Oh my gosh, same. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you
Which
give me a
does
reason
hurt.
not to, then it's,
Yeah. And it hurts a lot when they do give you that reason. You're like, I really thought you were
yeah,
the one. Or like
I
I
gave you
really
the
thought we
benefit
were
of the doubt.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh, it's
Oh,
the
man.
worst.
Oh, therapy.
I know, right? Love that.
Well, listen, I could talk to you forever, but I'm just so happy that you have everything like pretty much set out in your life for you to succeed.
Yeah,
You have your mom, you have all these different platforms that you're succeeding
yeah.
on, and seriously, any person in your high school, and I will say this, and I got your back first of all, but
Oh,
just
thank
I
you.
mean, just laugh to the bank, brush them off.
Yeah,
Clearly,
seriously, like just
it's
act like you're
jealousy.
not even there.
It's jealousy. It's jealousy. It really is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It really
So
it's jealousy is a disease. Seriously, it's horrible.
it is. It is.
Worse. I've seen it so many times. It's just ugh, I hate it.
Yeah. And you have a lot for people to be jealous over. So be
Oh,
thankful.
thank you.
Where can people find you online? List all the platforms that's popping for you.
Okay, so yeah. So I'm on Instagram, which is at Liv Massucci, and then my TikTok is Olivia Massucci. YouTube is Olivia Massucci as well. And that's kind of all I'm working on right now.
Yeah, yeah. All right, perfect. Is there anything coming up? Any recent things that people can look out for?
Huh. I don't actually think so. Hopefully,
Photo
there'll
shoot
be
dropping
some stuff
soon?
soon. Yeah, I do actually have an upcoming photo shoot, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna be able to share or not. So
Okay.
I guess maybe look out for that. If I always post on my Instagram and stuff, all the behind the scenes and like stuff that I can share. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that would
Perfect.
be something. Yeah.
And
Well, thank you.
as far as making friends, we're friends now, right? Obviously.
Yeah, seriously.
Yes.
I just need a friend. Yeah, awesome.
Yes.
Genuine
And
connection. Love it.
you'll follow me back on Instagram. I'll show my
Yes, I will.
daughter. I'll be
I
I,
will follow you.
I gotta gain that clout in the preschool. Okay.
Yeah. It's so funny.
All right. Well, Olivia, I will text you after this. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Oh,
You
thank you.
are a
Same
delight
here.
to speak
This
to.
was
Tell your mom I
awesome.
said hi and I'm a fan.
Oh, I will. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
And tell her to
Yeah,
just come
let's
out to
do.
Vegas. If she wants to come out to Vegas
Oh,
with or without you, I'll treat her. Please.
oh my gosh. That is hilarious. But yeah, we need to do round 2 of this for sure one day. A little
Absolutely.
recap. And I can
Absolutely.
share more. I'll be older. Hopefully, I'm ready to talk about more.
Yes.
You know, so I'll give the viewers what they really want to hear just at the moment.
Yes.
Do something.
You
But
hear
yeah.
that? She's gonna give you that
Yeah.
X-rated
You guys just
material
wait.
once
There's
she's
lots of
18.
stories. There's lots of stories I would love to share. I just cannot at the moment. So yeah,
Perfect.
stay tuned. Round 2 later.
Olivia, I absolutely love you. I'll text you soon.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.